One of the best kept secrets of the Caribbean, Dominica is an island nation that sits between Martinique and Guadeloupe. A true tropical paradise, Dominica is commonly referred to as the Nature Island because of its vibrant landscapes and varied flora and fauna. Like many of the neighboring islands, Dominica boasts stunningly beautiful beaches and lush rainforests. But for outdoor adventure lovers, the predominantly English-speaking nation also features mountainous terrain, a rich culture, and the Caribbean's first long-distance walking trail. Dramatic canyons, boiling lakes, and deep blue adventures. This week on Epic Trails, we're discovering the magical island of Dominica. I'm Eric Hansen. When I see a trail, I see more than a path from point A to point B. A good trail is the ultimate opportunity to explore, to discover new landscapes, and to challenge myself. When I don't have a pack on my back, I'm thinking about my next big adventure, because my mission is simple. My mission is to discover the world's most epic trails. 16 miles wide and 29 miles long, Dominica is about the same size as New York City. But that's about where the similarities end. Lush rainforests, gorgeous beaches, and a super relaxed island pace of life is what Dominica is all about. It's the kind of place where you could entertain yourself for hours with a few coconuts. Dominica has many spectacular beaches, and according to locals, Badaboo Beach is one of the best. Here, my biggest concerns are how to get at the coconut water and which palm trees to use for my hammock. I'm proud to say that I've conquered both of these challenges, and now I'm ready for the adventures ahead. So today in Dominica, I'm getting to hike one of the stretches of a trail that goes north to south or south to north through the whole network of the island. So I've just met up with Derek. He is one of the local indigenous people from the Kalinago tribe, and they are native to the Caribbean islands and specifically here to Dominica. As you can see behind me, it's pretty spectacular. I'm just gobsmacked by the beauty here. So onward we must press. Let's go. So we're walking through Kalinago territory.
Yeah, we're just about on the fringes of the boundaries of the Kalinago territory.
Okay. So this is your home trail?
Yeah, the home trail.
All right.
Here, in terms of the recognition by the British system from 1903, the establishment of the Kalinagos, although we had some years before that. Yeah. And we've tried to live here off the land and continue most of our traditional way of living.
What is this?
I'll give you the official name, English name, turmeric.
Turmeric?
Yes, help for food coloring.
Really?
Dye for some of the basketry work we do.
I've heard about some of the basket making.
Yeah.
This is used as a dye in...
A dye, yeah. It's one of the economic activities that accounts for almost 60% of the earnings of the Kalinago people. Really? Basket is very important. So here we have a...
What are you getting?
A small plot of La Ruma.
La Ruma?
That was the main reed for making the baskets.
Really?
So I'm going to show you the start. So,
oh, wow.
Be careful because it can cut.
Really?
The edges sharp.
Oh.
Just come down gradually.
That is so smart. I want to see these baskets.
You'll have a chance to see.
Yeah.
We're getting close.
All right. At 115 miles long, the Waitukubuli National Trail is the Caribbean's first long-distance walking trail. It was created to allow hikers to cross the island by foot and see many of the island's highlights and local lifestyles.
Wow.
Hey. The whole trail is special, but the section that passes through the indigenous Kalinago territory is particularly fascinating. Here, you get to experience the local culture and see the incredible basket weaving skill, the tradition that they brought to Dominica over 1,000 years ago. Okay, very good. 25, 35. Thank you, yeah. Getting to hike here today on the Waikatabuli Trek was really amazing. Getting to hike with Derek was truly an honor, and we got to do some really cool sections through the Kalinago territory. I got to see some of the traditional artisanship that happens here, and it was just really neat and endearing and fun to get to experience that. So this was a really cool day here in Dominica, and I think that there's going to be some more amazing, beautiful days to come. Epic Trails is brought to you by Dominica, the Nature Island. Vask, trail footwear since 1964. And don't forget to join our online community on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Sorry, I missed some stuff.
Well, you good.
Getting ready here.
What's your name?
Eric.
Eric. Okay, Eric.
How are you? What's your
name?
Najee. I am super psyched up for today. I just met up with the guys from Extreme Dominica, and I get to do my favorite thing. I get to go canyoneering. It's like the thing that is hands down my favorite activity, and getting to go into a gorge, flowing water and waterfalls, it's going to be an experience unlike anything else. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm really excited for what this adventure is going to have in store for us today.
We actually started canyoning before we knew we were canyoning. So as kids, we used to go down the river, jump down in the pools, and climb back up. There's not many places in the world that you could actually do canyoning in fresh water like we have. The water is very clean, there's no parasites, there's nothing poisonous on this island. Most of the canyons are easy to get in and easy to get out.
So many canyons, they are different levels. You go from beginners, intermediate to advanced.
Canyoning is for almost everybody. Yeah, if you're, whether you could swim or not, afraid of heights or not, it doesn't matter. As long as you're brave and you're willing to give it a try, you're good.
It is so insanely beautiful. I'm loving it. The light is amazing. This canyon is gorgeous. We got a full day of adventure ahead. Super psyched.
Getting to work with people who canyon here for the first time is awesome. Most of them, they're not sure what they're really getting into. They don't know what to expect. We get them dressed, we go into the canyon, and as soon as we get there, even before we do that first drop, we know their jaws drop, eyes open, and everybody's like, wow. So that's a good thing.
Definitely a little bit of a heart-pounding adventure here for the day. Feeling like you just gotta let go. Just trust that there's gonna be deep water down below you. Man, that was a thrill.
Woo! So we have some drizzle coming in right now, but I think by the time the heavy shower gets here, we should be out by then.
As a light rain begins to fall, we continue down canyon to what I've been told is the granddaddy of grand finales. So the guys and I have just made it to exit right here. So we're gonna carry on through another really narrow part of the canyon, and it's got the big finish at the end. So we're gonna be wrapping down a mega waterfall, Trafalgar Falls, which is over 200 feet tall.
We get all sorts of different people. People who are very comfortable with heights, people who are very nervous with heights. The first one is always a bit tricky, you know, leaning back into the rope for the first time. That's a bit tricky, but as soon as they done that, you know, we start talking a little, they get a bit more comfy with us, they're good. They just listen, they go slow, and they enjoy it.
Yeah, buddy. Looking good.
Canyoning is, that's my life. You know, that's my life. I have, you know, invested a lot of time in it. And I love the nature, I love the water, and I love, you know, it's like completely different. You know, and we love it. We do it with a passion, with that, you know, we just can't stop. It's in our blood. Can't stop.
Just rappelled down Trafalgar Falls, and that was one of the most insane experiences of my life. It was so cool. The water's just pounding down upon you as you're coming down, and you just gotta go with it and let gravity do its work. And that was a hell of a good time. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure.
That was. Jeffrey? I loved it.
Yeah, yes, man.
That was so good. Hell of a time canyoneering here in Dominica. So good. Epic Trails is brought to you by Dominica, the nature island. Dermatome, feel the rush, not the burn. And don't forget to join our online community on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
To be prolonged for the rest of the day. Doubtful, they don't like the weather, it's not good for filming anyway.
Exactly, so I think we should get out of there.
Okay, all right, no problems. Thanks, Don.
I can't help being a little disappointed that the heavy rains have washed away our hiking plans. Fortunately, my guide Michael got word from a local whose nonprofit protects, monitors, and rescues sea turtles. And right now, a nest of leatherback sea turtles is hatching at the beach. Because Mother Nature don't care if it's pouring rain. An endangered species, leatherbacks make their nest about a meter under the sand. Upon hatching, about 10% die before ever reaching the surface. And so, we're happy to give them a helping hand in hope that one day these turtles will come back to nest. Good luck, live a good life, and come back.
That was a really strange experience. You see there's a fair bit of depth involved with that. You get to see 9 or so of the turtles that wouldn't have made it going out and making their way to the sea, and hopefully being a part of future generations and repopulating, bringing the population levels up. That was pretty cool. Goodbye, little guys. Bon voyage.
As the storm clears, Mike and I set out on one of the most iconic hikes in Dominica, to the Boiling Lake through the Valley of Desolation. The 5.5-mile return hike is challenging at the best of times, but with the recent rainfall, it's a particularly muddy and slippery trail. Despite the conditions, it's a beautiful hike, which winds through the rugged and lush landscape that defines a large part of the country.
Are we almost to the top of the mountain?
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I think another 5 or so minutes. Possibly one last ascent after this one, and then we should be up the top to Mount Nichols.
Big steps.
Yeah.
This is okay here? I'm not gonna like fall into a chasm of boiling water
Maybe not. Let's hope not.
below the surface.
Dum, 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 dum.
I hope not.
Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, you'll be all right.
Maybe. You'll pull me out if I fall in.
I will.
Oh, thanks, Michael. Are we entering the cauldron here?
Getting there. Yeah, very slowly. We have another very steep drop before we begin to enter that area.
This is the kind of the cauldron, beginning of the cauldron right here.
Yes.
What we see.
Yeah. These are all flooded fumaroles, just like the Boiling Lake.
Yeah.
So this will be a mini version of what we're going to see, which is the Boiling Lake.
Okay.
And all the streams, all the surface water that goes here, it's heated up by that fiery stuff underneath the Earth's surface.
Magma.
Magma, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what the scientists call it.
Wow.
Yep.
Wild place here.
So this is the Boiling Lake.
Yes, it is.
It's a pretty wild place.
Yes. Okay, so this is just a basin. It's a flooded fumarole, and the molten magma, the hot stuff underneath the Earth's crust.
Yeah.
As the water seeps through, it contacts with the hot air rising, and it bubbles it back up. So it's always grumbling, it's always bubbling, and always boiling, always hot.
Michael and I just finished a hike up to Boiling Lake. And literally behind me is a lake that is literally boiling, literally. The hike here was fascinating. We hiked through the Valley of Desolation. There's just all these hot springs and steam vents everywhere here. So this place is alive and constantly changing. And I've never seen anything quite like it. Hey, well, this is awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for showing me this place.
Well, I'm happy that you guys came.
Should we head on?
Yep.
Maybe head back.
Okay.
Epic Trails is brought to you by Dominica, the nature island. Vask, trail footwear since 1964. And don't forget to join our online community on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm pretty convinced that today is going to push me further out of my comfort zone than I've ever been before. I'm going freediving. Freediving involves the extremely unnatural act of diving as deep as you can underwater on a single breath.
So you're going to be doing your breathe up as we were doing on the yoga mat over there.
Yeah.
Just holding onto the line. Free equalization, remember? On the surface, equalize
Little
once.
extra out.
Yeah. And then you go down.
Okay.
Okay? Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. This is a pretty crazy experience, that's for sure. Unlike anything I've ever done.
To say that I'm nervous would be the ultimate in understatements. But with Jimmy's coaching, I guess I'm willing to give it a shot. Now all I need to do is relax my mind and body and let myself fall into a meditative-like state and not worry about the crushing weight of the ocean on top of me.
Yeah, buddy!
Nice.
Woo!
That was 7 meters.
Hey, all right.
And 47 seconds.
47 seconds underwater. Okay. Well, it's all comfortable the whole time. Just getting down in this blue state, all these fish down there, and just trying to be calm. I've never really practiced this this breathing and then just all of the compression that's going on, but it's actually quite soothing in a way.
Next time I want you to really focus on your chest and belly, that they are as soft as possible. Do it again.
Okay.
When we teach freediving, it's more about being at ease in the water and being comfortable and exploring a new environment that we usually only see with scuba diving or on movies. Here you can just grab a pair of fins, a mask, and you can go down, you're comfortable, you're relaxed, and you kind of make one with water. It's not a sport, it's more of a discipline, and it's kind of more like yoga and meditation. And the more you manage to find a kind of quiet place in your head and just focus your thoughts, the dive will be nice. $13.5.
All right.
1 minute 10.
Yeah.
That looked great, man. How did it feel?
Felt good.
Yeah,
Actually, I felt more calm that time than the previous times.
Yeah.
With each dive, I gain a greater sense of ease and comfort in the water. and a deeper appreciation for how freediving is more like meditation than anything else. Freediving is not about muscling through to an athletic achievement. It's about reaching a Zen-like state of mind and submitting oneself to the eternal blue of the ocean. In just a couple hours, I find myself reaching depths I never would have thought possible. But the most surprising thing is how calm I feel through all of it. Boom! 17 meters! Ah, this is so sick! Woo! 0.3. Yeah. That's it, 17 meters underwater. Did not think that was gonna be possible. That was cool. Here, on this jewel in the Caribbean, I learned to tap into something deep within myself, overcoming fear, and unlocking something I never knew was there. I can't think of a more epic experience to finish off this remarkable trip to Dominica.